Here we are, WCTV Game of the Week. Doug Capella with my partner here, Paul Breece, visiting Brentwood here at Ravenwood. Paul, you got two teams similar, I guess, trajectory, similar records. Ravenwood in full rebuild mode, young girls. So what do you think we got tonight?
Oh, we got two teams that are basically starting over. Brentwood lost their basically all-time leading scorer, Ella Ryan, who's up at Quinnipiac. I'm sure you say it's a school in New York.
We get it.
And so Brentwood, they're looking to just kind of figure out their identity. And Ravenwood, on the other hand, like you mentioned, freshmen and sophomores all over this roster. And if Coach James can keep them in the program, the future is bright for the Lady Raptors.
Well, and I would expect they went in there to Vogus on the first 2 points of the night. I'd expect her, if they're going to win, she's going to have a big night tonight on the inside. She was their main scorer the other night in a loss to Nolensville. So we'll see. And then you got 15, Chichi Nanodu also. So those two girls, if they're going to win tonight, they're going to have a big night from both of them.
Well, even to build the Lady Raptors up for the future, their feeder school, Woodland Middle, is really, really good with a good, solid group of 8th grade girls that could go a long way in the TMS AA state coming up here in the next couple of weeks or so. Make a pretty good run. Yeah,
they're led by Strange and Pollard, two very tall individuals. Strange, I think, stands about 6'4" in 8th grade, and they, last time I checked, were undefeated. So the future at Ravenwood is bright, unless they have NIL deals to go somewhere else.
Definitely you don't ever you'd have never thought about that 10 years ago. I like that the Lady Raptors are playing man-to-man. And there's a
long three, no good for Brentwood. Put back up, shot's no good. Raptors rebound.
So if you're looking for somebody on the Brentwood side, it's going to be Paige Morris, 22. That's going to try to get things going, the senior. And she's going to handle the ball a lot, and they're going to find ways to get her open.
Well, and you look at Brentwood, they also only have 3 seniors on the team. Again, another young squad. I believe in Ravenwood also, if my memory serves me correct, only had 1 senior on the team. So between the two squads, very young. Still 2-0 here. Raptors on top. Inside dish, good pass. Shots up and no good.
Well, these girls, I'm sure, know each other, not only outside of high school ball, but travel ball. And
now, when we get to the boys' game a little bit later, that's going to be a different tale of the tape. Brentwood boys currently 19-2, ranked 7th in the state. So that ought to be a good night of basketball on the upcoming slate. Right now, just over 5 minutes. Still, you're scored Lady Raptors 2, Lady Bruins 0.
Oh, you can think of it two ways, Doug. You can think of it, man, it's been kind of sloppy, or you can think of it this way. Just two good teams, but just can't find the bottom of the bucket here. And there's a good take, but by number 24, Vogus.
Eleanor Vogus. She draws the foul. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Vogus, the freshman.
Yeah.
Played at Woodland last year.
That's right.
So I'm sure with her and those current ladies at Woodland, they probably.
It's going to be a pretty nice backcourt for the Raptors next year. Have some good height down below. Vogus goes 1 of 2 from the line. That's going to push the lead to 3. Brentwood moves it down the floor quickly. Paige Morris looking for some room against Nanodu. Passes it out.
That's
nice drive by Maggie Buckley on the 2.
Yeah. So the senior right there gets Brentwood on the board. Kind of a ticky-tack there by the senior Paige Morris, but MC Hodges right there, another freshman. I'm sure we're going to say that a lot, right?
Young teams. It's kind of interesting to see schools this size have very, very much so underclassmen squads. You just wonder what happens in those older grades where.
So Vogus right there, you know, back in the day may have been a travel call, but today,
she took her full 4 steps. So Vogus said she'd have to have a big night. She's had all 5 points thus far for the Lady Raptors. Good dish inside there to 3-3. That's going to be Stella Story on the miss.
So Buckley.
Shot there of Coach James for the Raptors, trying to build a nucleus of a program. You know, it's got to be hard on the coach, too, to know you're fielding a team with such a young roster. You're going to take your lumps because coaches want to win.
So Hamby with the right idea, just a little bit too much mustard on that pass. You know, the Lady Raptors 6-22 last year, and did you mention their record this year?
I did not.
All right. Well, we'll take a look at it as Buckley rolls it in for 2. You're more tech savvy to look that up, Coach. Than there's a 3 attempt. It's going to be off the mark. Nice rebound by Vogus. Now the Lady Bruins in a zone.
So Lady Raptors come in 1 win shy of Brentwood at 2-10.
Oh. May have been a travel right there, yeah.
Nanodu gets the bucket, no good, called off because of the travel. So early indication is they want to get Nanodu and Vogus involved. As said, Aaliyah Starr checks in. She's one to watch on the Lady Raptors, along with Kylie White. Vogus stays in. Brentwood checks some height in there on the floor with Kaylee Blood, freshman, standing at an impressive 6'3".
Nice backdoor cut, and well, there's your.
And like that, Blood drops in too. Has the height advantage inside. That might be something to watch as the game progresses.
Well, 6'3" freshman, right? And
Vogus from the 3 is good. She act like she'd been there before. Not even a hesitation. That's going to jump the Raptors up 8-6 over the Bruins. Buckley on the drive, in and out, no good. Cora Haviland on the glass, cleans it up, pushes the ball down court. Vogus looking down low for the ball, doesn't get it. Ball goes out to number 1, Ella Pertzak. Haviland looking for some space. Goes to the perimeter to White, and White call goes out on Brentwood. That if we went to replay, that might be awarded to Brentwood.
You know, you talk about number 24, Kaylee Blood, 6'3", listed 6'3". You know, as a freshman, there's a young lady at Franklin High who's now a senior, Cecily Brandamore, you know, at about the same height. And she's headed to the University of Missouri, so we'll see right here. And that's a great
Good dish to Callie Whitfield on the inside for 2. That's going to draw it even. When you mentioned Brandamore, Coach, I remember teaching her in 7th grade, and she was tall back then.
Yep. You know, they say you can't coach size and you can't coach speed, and 6'3" is something all high school coaches would like to have in there.
Ravenwood looking to create some space here. Starr at the top, dribbles around, passes it back to Perdzak. Perdzak dishes it.
They definitely have Brentwood chasing.
Ella Perdzak dropping a dime from the three-point line. That's going to push the lead 11-8.
That was great ball movement by the Lady Raptors, and had the Lady Bruins just running around trying to recover.
Paul, I don't even know if the net moved on that shot.
That was clean.
that was, yes. Brentwood moving around now. The tall 6'3" freshman Blood drops a 3. 5 quick points for the check-in. They may want to keep her out for a little while.
Yeah, that's quite a luxury.
Had so much air on it, I was like, that's an air ball. And then swish. Got the announcer quiet over here.
Yeah. Oh,
Starr looks inside, no good.
Create a turnover as well.
1 second left, deep shot off the rim, rattles out. After 1, we're tied at 1-1, 11 each. Ravenwood, Brentwood will be back in a second. Here, second quarter, coming into the song, your prom song, Paul. Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
Absolutely.
Cut the rug to that back in your grunge days.
I'm going to have to pull out my toboggan for this weekend, I think.
Brentwood will take possession. They're moving the ball around, looking inside. Long range, no good. Paige Morris on the miss. Allie Gay to inbound.
Nice.
Shot is up and good.
That's
correction.
Whitfield.
Whitfield on the 2. White looking for space outside. Ball is tipped by Brentwood out of bounds. Ravenwood will retain possession. Quick pass out. Ravenwood looking to set up. MC Hodges, the freshman, passes it out to White. White's looking. Hits the back of Nanodu, who was not ready for the pass, and here comes Brentwood. Pass stolen. MC Hodges to Nanodu. Pushes it down court to 40, Kate Urowitz. Errant pass by Jurowitz leads to a shot, no good by Brentwood. MC Hodges looking for White. Having a hard time maintaining control of the ball. Passes it out again to Hodges.
Yeah. Well, Coach James is going to call timeout. That minute right there of just
chaos.
Helter-skelter chaos, right, as you call it. They need to just kind of slow things down. And, you know, that's just a sign of a young team right there. It's so anyway.
Well, after White dribbled it off her knees and hands simultaneously, I've figuring as soon as she gets possession, he's probably going to call a timeout, and they did. Your score at the break, Bruins 13, Raptors 11. 6:55 left in the second quarter. So is it quarter or periods in basketball, Paul?
Well, if you asked me back in 1988, it's quarters.
I
don't know what it is.
A quarter would be 1/4, right? Yeah. Mathematically speaking. Ravenwood on the inbounds. Hodges scans the floor looking for a pass. Dishes it out to Nanodu, who's quickly covered. White open on the perimeter, no look. Back to Hodges, over to White, who's going to look for the shot. Shot is up, in and out. Vogus on the glass, gets the board.
Nice step through, yeah.
Blocked. Brentwood will take possession. Quickly out to Morris, who shoots. Yeah. Good for the three.
That's the senior right there.
Coach, I feel like their three-point percentages on both sides are higher than their field goal percentages.
Absolutely.
No do at the top.
Well,
looks for White. He's going to put it up again. That's going to be far right. Man. No good. Brentwood on the rebound.
Jinx, Doug. Commentator jinx on the air ball right there on the three.
It's not the first time I've jinxed a kid on the court. Did it to Coach Ladd last week.
Uh-oh.
He told my wife about it. Here we go. Paige Morris up the court, guarded by Nanodu, passes it off out to number 12, Maggie Buckley, who dishes it. Then it's inside to Callie Whitfield, looking for some space. Turnaround, no good. Ravenwood on the rebound. Stolen by Brentwood. Lost control. Vogus from the three-point line,
wow.
No good. On the glass is 40 for Ravenwood. That's going to be Kate Jurowicz. And that is good. And that'll push the Raptors.
Kate Jurowicz, the lone senior, is that correct?
Yes, to 13. So cut the lead by 3. Got to tell you, Paul, this game's a lot more fast-paced than I thought it would be. Vogus draws the quick foul.
Yeah, Stella Story, the freshman, just kind of, you try not to foul 80 feet away from the basket if possible. So the token press right here, Doug, a little 2-2-1.
Hodges in passes to White. White looking, goes cross-court, the ill-advised cross-court pass, but it's maintained by Ravenwood. Hodges looking for space. Dishes it outside to White. Thought about it, but her 0 for 2 up to this point made her change her mind on that one. Pass gets over to Nanodu. Shoots, misses. Vogus stripped of the rebound. Morris dishes it out.
Oh.
Off the feet of Bella Foss.
This time the Lady Raptors break the press effectively and almost throw it away. And looks like that's going to be on Brazel, the sophomore. Here comes Kate Sexton in the game, another freshman. So Brentwood still remains in the 2-3 zone. Lady Raptors trying to get the ball to Vogus, but 6'3", it's got another plan. And there goes Vogus. Now she has the ball, but she's really far outside the paint, and the turnover there.
Morris looking inside, dishes it outside to the freshman Blood. Blood dishes it out.
Whoa.
Three-point shot up and no good. Ball hits out of bounds. Possession goes to Ravenwood. Herzog looking, gets it up court to number 22, Cora Haviland, who takes it all the way.
Yeah. It's a good take.
Not much there on the foul. Looked like it just hit the bottom of the backboard, but regardless, Haviland's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Free throws a problem in the last game I called for the Raptors.
Oh, is that right?
Not a whole lot to write home about for the Raptors at the line. Gave up about 12 points, if I remember correctly. So 0 for 2 there at the line.
Yeah, and we got a lane violation. Coach Wilkins, the Brentwood coach, trying to figure out here, are they going to escape with Ravenwood missing all 3 free throws? No.
So Haviland hits her 3rd on the lane violation. That's going to close the lead to 2 that the Bruins have maintained here. Blood stops and pops, and another 2. She's got 7 points in about 7 minutes.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Ravenwood drops in 2.
That's White. Just kind of flips it up. Sophomore. I just wanted to say sophomore once.
Getting a little loose with the ball here, but Brentwood maintains control and possession. Deep shot there for the recently checked in Summer Brazel, goes in and out. Ravenwood on the rebound, and Brentwood is pressing here.
There's the lone senior right there.
Good dish inside by White. Strong take by number 40, but 6'3" Blood says no, thank you.
Oh, and a carry by Morris.
Got to wonder why Blood didn't start the game to begin with.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got a handful of rebounds, 7 points, and now a block. Ravenwood trying to slow the pace down, which is probably a good thing.
Coach James had a set play right there, and I think they missed the opportunity, according to Coach James, by his vocal.
White pops another 3, and that one's good. Shoot or shoot, Coach. That's the only way you can get out of the schneid there. So after going 0 for 2, she hits nothing but net on her 3rd three-point attempt. Good dish inside to Paige Morris.
Hey, credit Blood right there for setting the back screen.
Two very similar teams here. Not just by record, but both trying to figure things out, doing some things well, but making a lot of mistakes too. On cue.
Yeah.
Kylie White just drops a simple pass there, and it rolls out of bounds. A little over-aggressive there.
Just another example of a young team. But you think to yourself, hey, we're in mid-January. Should we get corrected all this out? Nah, they're still freshmen. Oh.
Good look inside, but
I thought we were gonna have to add an assist, maybe a quadruple single.
Kylie White with the fake shoots the 3. Close, but no.
Whoops.
Great pump fake on White to get the defender to miss.
Blood for the dunk? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it was close. Instead, it went off her knee out of bounds.
Should have thrown it toward the rim.
Paul, if she dunked that, you would have had to buy me a slice of pizza at concessions.
You got it. You got it. That's all it would have cost me to see that? Come on, man. I'll do that every. Oh, yeah. Got to hit it again. Oh.
White missed her first 2, made her 3rd, and missed her second 2.
Jump ball.
So what is the strategy here when you're taking your 2 up front and double teaming the
Well, when you run out on them like
yes.
that, you just want to make them make a poor decision. Quick, poor decision.
Vogus hovering around the top. Haven't called her name in a while, but she's definitely logged some minutes in this first half.
Definitely extends the offense as well.
Vogus goes up on Blood with the left.
Said not.
Misses in and out. And just like that, folks, we got 2 quarters or periods, however you want to say it, in the books. Bruins up 20-19 over the Raptors. Paul and I will be back after the half.
All right, welcome back to second half action of our girls basketball game here at Ravenwood High School. Paul Breece and Doug Capella bringing you the action as the Lady Bruins lead 20-19 coming out of the half. And, you know, you wouldn't say that it would have been a sloppy game, but turnovers here and there is based on young talent. And so Bruins going to maintain possession right here. Doug, I tell you what, the concession line at halftime is pretty deep.
Count and change.
Count and change.
They're going to have Vogus run track also next year to keep in basketball shape. I don't know that she's been on the bench for 10 seconds so far. Score remains Bruins 20, Raptors 19. Bruins benefit there of an errant pass and turnover. Bruins looking to extend their 1-point lead here, moving the ball around.
It's a good take.
Good take. No good. Vogus on the glass. Looking for Nanodu, changes her mind. Passes out to White.
You know, when you have a 5'11" girl like Vogus that can bring the ball up the floor, it's going to create kind of a mismatch of sorts in transition D, but Ravenwood just couldn't get anything out of it. Now, you know, it's probably like the third or fourth change of possession that we haven't seen, you know, a shot go in. We're still at 20-19.
Story with a good turnaround look, but can't find the bottom of the basket. Ravenwood quickly down the floor. At the top goes Hodges, shoots for three, no good. Vogus, easy rebound underneath, goes up with the left and in. And for the first time in what feels like 8 minutes, Ravenwood jumps back ahead by 1.
That may have been the best play by Ravenwood, is just an errant three-point shot to get Vogus the ball in the paint. You know, I feel like the zone is doing a really good job for Brentwood to keep Vogus out of the scoring column, but you got to box her out, Tom.
Speaking of double-doubles, Vogus trying to double up in rebounds and points here. Nanodu with the drive.
That's nice.
Left hand, no good. Trying to mimic Vogus there, but different result. The first half star for Brentwood, Blood, checks back in the game.
Had a pretty good first half.
White looking, has Nanodu on the other side of the court. Out to Hodges, has an open look for three, in and out, no good.
I don't know if you saw the push right there.
White shoots and misses from the three. Another rebound, Ravenwood. All of a sudden hot on the offensive rebounds. Nanodu says, how you do from the three-point line. Good. Pushes Ravenwood's lead to 4.
And Morris says, I got this.
Good take by Morris. Probably the best look of the night. Driving inside, drops 2. Makes it look easy, Paul.
Well, the senior definitely feels a little more confident.
Ball lands into the lap of number 40, Kate Jurowicz, for the easy 2. Lead back to 4. If I'm Paige Morris, I may want to drive the inside again. Bruins looking, drives the left side again. Vogus, that time, shuts the door. Gives the foul, but at the same time, closes the paint down for the Bruins.
Yeah, Maggie Buckley right there, the senior, attacking the basket. And she's going to connect on that free throw.
Brentwood's liking what they're seeing on the left side of the paint there. They're attacking that side, whether by habit or by design. But like I said, Vogus wasn't having it last time.
So here comes the token 2-2-1 three-quarter pressure here by.
Oh, give and go from Vogus
to
Nanodu inside. Shot is missed. Looks like we're going to have a jump ball here. Possession arrow goes to the Lady Raptors. Clinging on to a 2-point lead. Inbounds pass goes out to Voges at the 3, who steps into it, shoots no good.
That's going to be an over back call on MC Hodges. So
they're using all 6'3" of Blood to stand at the half-court line. Interesting strategy there. Brentwood shoots. That's going to be a three-point shot attempt here. 3 was no good, but she'll shoot 3.
That's Hodges again. So she picked up 2 in about 30 seconds. Where do you rate the popcorn here at Ravenwood?
Salty yet buttery.
Okay. Not movie theater quality, though.
Well, they don't have the pump, the butter pump, the hydrogenated oil pump.
Well, you serve yourself.
That's right.
If they did,
it'd be
close.
4 stars.
Okay. So there we go.
So she hits 2 out of the 3. Voges has the ball at the half. It's stolen. There goes Buckley down court. Blocked by Voges. Perhaps a revenge block there after the steal. Shot is up from the 3, and it's good. 34. Callie Whitfield for Brentwood drops the 3. And that's going to put Brentwood up by 3. Contact there with Voges at the half court. No call. Dishes it to Nanodu. Dishes it out to number 1 for the Raptors. That's going to be Ella Perdzak. No good. Can't keep track of the tempo meter in this game. I've never seen 2 teams try to slow it down but yet play so fast.
It's been kind of streaky for sure. I mean, a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of turnovers, but yet you see in this last stretch where they've scored like 3 or 4 straight buckets. So now Coach Wilkins is going to call a timeout to kind of regroup, get a play here on the inbounds. You know, the crazy thing is, Doug, we sit here and you think to yourself, oh, what's going on? It's Thursday night. Due to the weathermen
statewide
shutdown, we are here on Thursday night. And you're like, you see some shots from the game and you're thinking, wow, there's nobody there. And currently, you're right. Well, speaking of, there's Patrick Whitlock, the new WCS athletic director, the county athletic director, former Ravenwood High basketball coach, long time. Listen, this is what you do, Coach Whitlock. When you retire, you just start broadcasting.
So, wife sent me on a mission last night, speaking of the Snowmageddon that's potentially coming. She sent me on a mission to get groceries last night.
What grocery did you attend?
Started at the neighborhood favorite Aldi, and it was.
Did you bring your own bags? 3.
I didn't have a quarter for the cart, so I had to grab 2 bags and load them as I shopped. Could not. They were fresh out of just about everything. But then I will tell you this: there is a newly built Publix in Nolensville.
Oh, I've heard.
I didn't even bother to go there. Dollar General for the win.
Dollar General. I heard they get a lot of good deals on sodas.
Needed ground beef, so got 4 sleeves of grade Z ground beef.
Dollar General ground beef, okay.
Ground meat. I don't think it's beef.
Yeah. So, extended lead here, Doug, while we're.
Yeah, Brentwood jumps out 6 points while we're talking about the difficulty of finding groceries. Buckley out there to the 3-point shooter. Blood again, double digits for the night. That's 10 points for Blood. Pushes the lead now for Brentwood to 9.
Hey, Hey, there's the answer.
Ravenwood answers back. Number 4, Lila Myers answers with a 3. Just like that, 2 minutes left to go here in Brentwood.
Wow.
We're just exchanging haymakers here in this third quarter.
Yeah.
3 after 3.
And Kate Sexton, the freshman, hits one from the corner, and now the Lady Bruins up 9.
3 times 3 to 9.
9, just like that. So again, we've seen a lot of questionable play, and then we've seen plays like this last stretch where we're just going back and forth. So
entertaining nonetheless.
Entertaining. Coach James says, you know what, I'm calling a timeout. We gotta figure this thing out and slow up.
9, the biggest lead of the night for the Lady Bruins.
So again, Thursday night basketball here at Ravenwood, the Battle of the Woods. It'll be interesting to see what kind of student section shows up. Normally it's a Friday night games, but due to the previously forecasted 20 inches of snow, which now has turned into 4.
4 inches of solid ice or something.
Speaking of goats, there's another one over there, Coach.
Look at
the
principal of Brentwood.
Yeah, Kevin Caudell.
Kevin Caudell's been there for feels like decades.
He loves a good snow day, I'm sure. And you know what? We got to hear Carol Birdsong go out one more time, right? Maybe get a 5 days straight in a row, Carol.
Let's just call it on Sunday, 5 days.
Oh, I think I think we may call it even before that. Let's call it on Saturday morning.
I think Carol should call us at 5 a.m. every morning.
You know, there's this running joke that when me and you were going through weather delays and, you know, we had to get up at 6 a.m. to watch the broadcast and try to scroll through the map.
Oh.
Well, that's going to be a problem.
Ball could get stuck as it hits the top of the backboard on the shot by number 4.
And now these kids, right, they get these text alerts and they go right back to sleep. I mean, we stood up, got up, watched the TV.
Looked for the smoke signal.
Yeah, and you know what happens? You're already awake. There's no need to go back. Oh, look, Sexton on the drive. And they're going to call a foul.
Thought she had a clean block. May have gotten a little bit of arm on that foul.
Yeah.
Brentwood's holding on to their biggest lead of the night, which is 9. First foul shot does not drop. You got to think, too, if they hit one of these, go up by 10.
Yeah.
Can Ravenwood score 10 points straight to make the comeback? Now, I will say they've been launching some threes. 0 for 2 from the line, so the lead's going to remain 9. Brentwood stays with their pressure defense, trying to create some turnovers here. Out to Starr for the 3. Starr up. Good.
Bang. That'll get you back in the game.
She left it up there for a minute.
Hand in the cookie jar.
Cuts the lead to 6. Morris looking for some room. Hits her with the crossover. Blocked by Vogus. Starr picks it up. And Ravenwood down court. Vogus open underneath. That's where the pass goes. Dishes it out. Up is another 3. Too long.
Adrenaline.
And here goes Morris down looking for the coast-to-coast. Goes left. Cannot get the and one, but will go to the line and shoot 2. Well, Morris likes that left side.
Yeah, you know, if you're going to foul, get your money's worth. Brentwood went 0 for 2 on that last free throw attempt. We'll see if Paige Morris, the senior, can. Nope. My bad.
Student section starting to come in. I'll tell you, it's a drastic contrast from the game of the week last Friday.
Okay.
That saw Nolensville visit here on the Battle of Split Log Road. It was a packed house, both student sections, capacity.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's not quite 7 o'clock.
Well, all the Brentwood students are afraid to sit in the student section because that looks like the admin section over there.
Yeah.
There we go, panning to the
There they are.
small but mighty Brentwood cheering section over there. Coach James taking his time over there, using all seconds of that timeout. There's the reminder buzzer. Morris ready to shoot her second of 2 free throws here. Shot is up, and that's good. That's going to push the lead to 7. Brentwood's going to remain in a pressure defense here. Pass off the hands of Vogus, touched by a Brentwood defender. Just under 40 seconds to play here in the third. Pass out to Starr. Starr back out. Inside to Vogus. Vogus looks, draws the foul. 26 seconds remain here in the third.
Well, here's the thing. They've got – no. Well, I was looking at the foul count on the scoreboard. I thought –
That's Brentwood's going to be in the boat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. I'll get there.
Starr open at 3. Pass in the back. Stolen.
There's the senior.
There goes Paige Morris going to the right this time.
Too easy.
Easy pickings there for Morris. Drops another 2. Pushes the lead to 9. Vogus down to Starr. Starr out to 2-2 for the 3. In and out. 6 seconds to go. Got to get a shot off. Another shot for 3. Way off.
Oh.
Up and out.
Oh.
And
That's
so
who was that? Number 22 that got the rebound.
22 is going to be. Yep. Cora
And
Havlin.
she got whacked right in the head, and the no call right there.
So after 3, Ravenwood maintains their 9-point lead. See if Ravenwood can make a push here in the fourth.
All right, so heading to the fourth quarter, Paul Breece, Doug Capella here at Ravenwood High School. 41-32 is your score. Doug, just giving you a chance to get that popcorn out of your teeth.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Paul Breece on the assist.
No turnover.
Lady Raptors here taking their time, working the perimeter. White dishes it out. Clean pass, but no room.
A little
travel call there on number 3 for the Lady Raptors. That's going to be MC Hodges. Inbounds here is going to go to Paige Morris. And kind of surprised, Ravenwood not really playing with any defensive pressure, just letting the game come to them. And Brentwood has taken advantage of some of the sloppy play from the Lady Raptors. Left-handed shot goes up no good, but foul is called.
I'm starting to get a little steady stream here. Students coming to pour in here.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter girls game. It's like they sent out the Raptor signal. All right, time to come in. You know, the Lady Bruins, if they could hit their free throws, this game would probably be a 15-point game.
She listened there. You hit her second one.
Follow through, Callie.
Lead pushed to 10. Vogus taking the ball up, passes it over to Hodges. Nonodu Out to White. White thought about it, changes his mind into Nanodu.
Yeah.
Nanodu fouled by Blood.
It's good athletic play.
Nanodu's going to go to the line and shoot 2. Just over 7 minutes remaining in this first of 2 WCTV games of the week. Pretty good form there on that first shot. Drops the first one, does Nanodu. Cuts the lead back down to 9.
Yeah, so if you get it to 8 right here, does Coach James bring a different pressure? Because they've been playing man-to-man. Sometimes on a made free throw, you can set up a press, but we'll see right here. They're going to get the ball back.
Blood out on Blood's rebound attempt there off her fingertips. Quickly out to Vogus. Vogus to Nanodu, out to White. White thought about it. Not giving White any room out there on the three-point line. Inside to Hodges. Hodges tries to challenge White.
Stepped out of bounds.
Steps out of bounds.
All right, so here we go. Now Coach James must have heard me.
Here comes the Ravenwood pressure now.
They're doing the same press Brentwood does. I'm sure Brentwood practices against their own press. Did not seem very effective. They broke it with ease and, in fact, got a three-pointer out of it.
There's a problem with the press is you're going to have a man open, in this case a woman, open at the three-point line and dropped it. Pushes the lead to 12.
Yeah, Foss. Oh. Oh.
Quick pass out to White. White, not even a sheet of paper in between her and the defender.
Oh, wow.
Clean
Nobody.
block.
No whistle. Keep playing, kids.
That's 2 blocks for Blood on the night. Vogus on the drive, draws the foul.
Yeah.
I thought I would have seen more of that tonight, but Ravenwood kind of stuck with what they could do, and they shot mostly from the perimeter. Vogus drops her first one. Cuts the lead to 11. Two for 2.
Yeah.
That is a rarity.
So a 30-second timeout by Coach James here. 6:02 remaining. You know, I was looking at the jumbotrons here, right? The score vision, the scoreboards.
Raptor vision.
The Raptor vision, as you may put it. It's very interesting to see. The one to our right was keeping up with the score. The one to the left was showing a video of an ad during the game action. So, you know.
Were you encouraged to buy something?
Yeah,
from the
I mean,
ad?
it was
it a Cruise?
Jaguar. It was Andrew's Cadillac. I couldn't afford any of that, so I stopped watching it.
Brentwood gets the clean inbounds, wide open down the floor, can't see her. Blood out at the three-point line.
May have traveled right there.
Brentwood in no hurry here as there's no shot clock.
Just as you say that, they throw up a three.
Launch a three, unneeded, but here goes Nanodu. Down the court, gets pickpocketed, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Nice job by Buckley right there.
Ravenwood will retain possession.
Well, Brentwood's going to call a timeout. See, there you go. Nothing. So no one's going to leave here without any timeouts in their pocket. We're going to use them all, Coach.
Well, and there's only 3 total team fouls in this quarter, so probably not going to see a whole lot of free throw shooting unless tides turn.
Yeah.
Here comes a Ravenwood student section. Must be a red out tonight.
Red out.
Here we go, Ravenwood on the inbounds, looking. Better get rid of it. There we go, out to Vogus. To no-do. Cross-court pass, no good. Coach, when you coached girls basketball, did you ever warn against the cross-court pass?
Quite a bit.
Once or twice?
You know, when it worked and was effective, we said, hey, good skip pass. When it was not effective, we'd say, don't do that.
Looks like Brentwood has switched to the long game now, just kind of draining some clock.
Also had one other philosophy. Shoot it before we turn it over.
That's a good one.
You just never know. Oh, man.
Blood had a good pass.
Coach Wilkins is really going to take the air out here.
Morris could have shot, stopped out to Blood. Blood top. They're just moving the ball around wisely, shortening the game here. And Ravenwood's having a hard time creating any pressure.
And Coach James is telling his team, hey, let's try to double team somebody. Whitfield.
There's a shot, finally goes up.
Wow, and the foul was called from the top official right there. Rarely see that.
So Brentwood will shoot 2. 0 for the first one. Subs out for Brentwood. Callie Whitfield goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Pushes Brentwood's lead to 11. Brentwood still high pressure on D, but it's worked. Lots of turnovers here on both sides. Ball's pushed inside to Vogus. Vogus trying to get around the big 6'3" Blood, who has her 3rd block of the night.
Not making it easy.
Vogus returns the favor, gets a block on the other end. Score's gonna stay. Raptors 35, Brentwood 46. Just under 4 minutes to play here at the 3:50 mark. Brentwood shoots an air ball. Getting it up court, does the Raptors quickly. And one is number 22, Cora Havlin, drops the basket, gets the foul. Can she turn the 3 is the question.
Well, they're going to need to convert their free throws because they are running out of time. Are the Lady Raptors.
She does just that, converts the 3-point play, cuts the lead to 8. (46-38). High pressure here, look, from the Raptors. Brentwood easily gets it across half court. And this is where they will play. I was going to use a Hoosiers reference, but I can't do that now without bringing up football. Was it Jimmy Chitwood had to pass it 3 times before they could take a shot? Am I remembering the movie correctly?
Jimmy Chitwood?
Jimmy Chitwood. 3 passes.
Well, they look like they're trying to foul her.
Ravenwood not at the point where they're fouling yet. And here, this looks like this. Nope. Thought there was going to be a foul there, not called. Brentwood still moving it around pretty cleanly. Under 3 minutes to play here. Brentwood is just passing the ball around at the top. You know, Ravenwood not fouling.
Ravenwood going to be tired chasing Brentwood.
You'd think some of these would have been fouls by now, but they're not calling them. There goes Morris, dribbles in and out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Oh.
That was kind of a late whistle on the foul.
Was a late whistle.
Looked like Ravenwood finally got a turnover and then foul on the floor. Foul on the floor. Brentwood to inbounds.
Better throw it in. There's a timeout right there by Coach Wilkins, smartly.
Well, they burned off about almost 2 minutes on that possession.
Yeah. Still have the ball as well.
Passing it around, and yep, still have possession. 2:22 left in the fourth quarter. Brentwood 46, the Lady Raptors 38. Any predictions for this upcoming weekend of Final Four NFL playoff action?
Patriots, Mike Vrabel, Super Bowl bound. Basically spit in the face to the Titans ownership.
Amy Adams-Strunk showed him.
And then, yeah. And then, got to think, I would think the Seahawks are, I mean, they looked really good the other day, so, and the Rams really had to go. Well, there's a turnover.
Almost a double turnover there, but a foul called on the floor. Broncos rolling with Jared Stidham. Bo Nix broke his ankle on what was just about the last play of the game. Ravenwood in no hurry here to score. 2 minutes left, down by 8. Pass out to White.
Yeah, it seems like Brentwood is in control, but really, well, I may have spoke too soon, but.
Ninodu turns it over, but applies pressure
here we
there.
go.
Forces a turnover on Morris. Ninodu drives the lane, up
Wow.
and in. Cuts the lead to 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2-possession game here.
Ravenwood, several Lady Bruins open at the other side of the court. Ball gets down. And looks like they're going to play keep away again.
Wow, 3-on-1.
Officials with a little bit of a slow whistle there.
Yeah.
As a Brentwood Bruin had the ball and had 3 players all fouling her simultaneously. Ball gets inbounded.
So there's
Crowd's getting a little restless here. Looked like that may have been all ball, but they call the foul on the floor. She's going to shoot 2.
Yep. Now with the old 5 fouls in one quarter, going to shoot 2 free throws. No 1-and-1s anymore.
This is what we call the longest minute and a half in basketball right here. The final minute and a half as we are going to be going to the line. She hits her first one there. Does number 12, Maggie Buckley, for the Bruins. Pushes the lead to 7. Hits her second one there, and that's not ideal for the Raptors, who are counting on getting the ball back with no buckets. Vogus with the handles, passes it out to Haviland. Haviland pumps, stops,
That's a
goes
nice play.
in and out. Blood on the rebound. It's going to be jump ball, possession Ravenwood. Time is not on the side of the Lady Raptors. Just over a minute to play, down by 8. Your score 48 Bruins, Raptors 40. Out to Star. Coach, on an open look like that, to me, you just got to shoot it. You can't pass and look around. When the ball comes in, you got to shoot.
Well, I think the play was for Haviland to get it after she threw it in.
Star at the top, looking for space, turns it over, turns it back over. A Star on the steal of her own steal. Haviland out to White. White thinks about it, back out to Haviland. Haviland the Star. Star with the 3, and good. Hits the long 3, cuts the lead to 5. 49.9 seconds left to go here in the fourth period. Timeout, Raptors. Well, Paul, it was on, I read it in the news today. What'd you think about the exit of Carson Beck in the championship game, not shaking hands, just walking off the field?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. The word out there was that he doesn't do that at all. And that's his MO. Like, he's done. When the game's over, he's done. It doesn't matter. You know what? What do you think about the question that was asked to him before the national championship game, where he said, one of the interviewers asked him, how many classes are you taking, or are you missing any of your classes? He said, I haven't taken a class in 2 years.
Sounds like me when I was in college.
Yeah. So there we go.
Bruins looking inbound here, lead trimmed to 5.
They better do something
Raptors
quick.
hoping for a turnover.
Wow.
Not ideal. That's exactly what they wanted to do. They forced the 5-second violation. That's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, I would put Flood on the ball right here. I would have her jump the passer and not have her back.
White alone at the three-point out
Here
to
she comes,
Nanodu.
back to her. There it was.
Haviland shoots the three.
That's the play.
Off the rim, no good. Nanodu on the rebound, and it drops. Paul, we got a three-point game here with a minute to play, under a minute to play.
Yeah, I think Nodu is the key factor here.
Out of bounds, Brentwood
Oh, my.
turns it over.
You know, all these timeouts they've been using, Brentwood only has one left, Ravenwood only has one left, and the student section's starting to stand up.
Here we go, Starr high at the top, looking out to Haviland, shoots the long three, off the rim, no good. Brentwood goes down 22 seconds, passes it to the wing, and here we go. We're gonna play pass the ball around, quick foul on number 12, Maggie Buckley. She's gonna go to the line and she's gonna shoot 2. If she makes one of these, Coach, that could be a dagger.
Katie bar the door, 100%. Uh-oh, the Bruins student section standing up like, all right, you challenged us.
Oh, misses the
man.
first one. That breathes 50% of life back into this crowd as she has one more shot.
Yeah.
Second shot forthcoming here for Buckley. Up, no good. Brentwood on the rebound.
Callie
Worst
Whitefield.
possible situation. And there's another foul, shooting 2. That was the opportunity they needed, and Vogus got posted out, and the rebound goes to Brentwood, and it gets them back to the line, shooting 2 more.
Well, my Apple Watch is telling me, hey, you're in a loud environment. Yeah, all of a sudden it got intense.
First shot made here. That's going to make it really hard for this Raptor squad. Blood checks out. Second shot up, no good. Nanodu on the rebound. Quickly up court. Shoots the 3, no good. Haviland on the rebound and is fouled. That's going to stop the clock with 6 seconds left. She'll shoot 2. Needs at least 1. Bruins lead is 4. First shot up, no good.
Nope. You got to make this one, though. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you don't make this one, we got no shot, it seems like. Not unless Larry Bird's out there.
Bringing back memories, Coach. Second shot is up, and it's good.
Okay, here we go.
So that's the life they needed.
Well, there's the last timeout that Brentwood's going to use.
Timeout Brentwood. Score here, Bruins 49, Raptors 46. Raptors looking to push overtime here with a miracle play with 6 seconds left in the game, they're going to need a turnover and a 3 in that order to push us into extra periods. Brentwood, no more timeouts after this, so they're going to have to roll with however these 6 seconds go. Coach, all of a sudden we got 2 just about full student sections here. So if you remember the last time the Bruins had to inbound, they got called for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And again, no timeout, so he can't bail out the inbounds pass. If she doesn't get it in, it's a turnover.
Brentwood, 0 timeouts. Ravenwood, if they somehow get a turnover, they can call
so there's
timeout.
The quick foul.
And this is Whitefield, who I believe just was at the line earlier and hit 1.
She hit 1 of 1 or 1 of 2 last time.
And all it takes is 1 here.
Yeah, it's 5.2 seconds left. It's going to take at least 3 of that to get down the court. If they make either one of these, you can say, and there it is. That's the lead's pushed to 4. That's 2 possessions. There's just not enough time now in the game. I say that, but I suppose stranger things have happened.
Well, that's probably the best case scenario right there.
So Vogus traveled on the rebound, and that's going to be the ball game.
Changed their pivot foot. So an important win for the Lady Bruins, though. You know, record-wise, both teams, you know, not great, but you know
so
what?
The clock runs to 0.
It's a big win. Either way, in the Battle of the Woods, it's a big win.
Bruins pull out the road victory, 50-46. That'll close out game 1 of our first doubleheader. We have the boys coming up in just a few minutes. Here we are, part 2 of our doubleheader. Brentwood Bruins visiting a ruckus Ravenwood High School here. Coach Brentwood's coming in here looking to stack victories, 19-2, ranked 7th in the state. Ravenwood 10-6, looking to pull the upset. And just like that, Brentwood wins the tip. We are underway.
Well, we all know about Davis Cochran, number 2 with the ball right there, 6'10". But the guy that I think plays a big factor in this is number 4, Hudson McKnight. He can shoot the ball. Tied a school record earlier with 12 three-pointers in a game.
Well, in 25 for Ravenwood, Sam Steppen, he's going to have his hands full, freshly imported from the Golden State, California. Played a big role in his win last Friday on the WCTV Game of the Week against Nolensville. But he's going to have a long night with, like you said, big 6'10", number 2. Bruins jump out to an early 2-point lead here. Wismar, 32 for the Ravens, also 6'6" down low, a little bit of a thicker frame than Cochran for the Bruins. He's going to have to really box him out tonight if they're going to want to keep traffic outside of the paint.
Just too easy, as you said, Doug. Raptors going to have their hands full trying to stop Davis Cochran.
Yeah, Cochran's got 4 points in a minute and a half, and it did not look difficult. This is the second time these two teams have squared off in region play. Brentwood took the first one, and they're looking to steal one here. Wismar, just like that, 6'6" inside, blocked by Cochran.
Just when you think you have a glimmer of open looks, not happening.
3 for the Ravenwood Raptors. Braden White tries to hit the floater. No good.
Turnover by McCutcheons.
Inside to Steppen. Dishes it out smartly, out to Wismar. Wismar back out to Steppen.
Yeah, the Bruins in that 2-3 zone, and the Raptors going to have to start knocking down some shots.
Steppen on the 3, hits it. Just like that, Ravenwood back in it, down by 1. Steppen looking to go coast, does so, gets the lead. Just like that, Steppen, 5 points in 15 seconds. Raptors jump up 5-4 on the Bruins. The scoreboard has not adjusted accordingly.
It's very unusual when you have a 6'10" guy you're trying to guard that you play man-to-man. And Jack West is going to be the beneficiary of a lot of attempts tonight with all the attention going to Cochran.
Steppen strong down low, gets the rebound. Ravenwood moves it around. Out to 33. Isaac Brent. Over to number 2, McCarter. Out to Steppen. Steppen has it tipped out by Cochran. The big 6'10" player playing up top. Steppen looks to drive, dishes it to Wismar. Wismar out moving the ball around, stepping from the three again.
Wow.
Raptors 8, Bruins 4. Ravenwood coming out strong. And coach, Ravenwood may have one of the best three-point shooters in the county sitting on the bench in Nava, who will check in at some point. Matt Nava, number 5, can shoot lights out.
Well, it's always going to be a tough place to play when you're on the road, but Ravenwood, definitely a different feel tonight.
Well, and you know, the Battle of the Woods is always going to be toughly contested. Two schools that don't like each other. Oh, stepping on the ill-advised pass, loses control of the ball, turns it over, and that's going to turn into 2 for the Bruins, and that evens it up at 8.
Yeah, that was very quick.
Wismar outside, looking to dish outside to Steppen.
Wow.
Steppen is on fire.
Yeah. Unconscious, this guy.
He's got, I believe, all 10
got them all.
Raptor points here in the first quarter, playing out of his mind against the Bruins here. Steppen can't even enjoy the fact that he's dropped 10 already, because as soon as he drops a bucket, he's got to go guard Cochran on the other side of the floor.
Matthew with a 3.
Inside dish to Wismar. Wismar out to Steppen, who's feeling it off the front of the rim.
He had to try it, right?
He had the hot hand. That one didn't fall off the front of the rim. Coach, I mentioned Nava, the hot three-point shooter, but I don't see him on the bench. May not be available for tonight's game. That's okay, because Steppen's been nailing the threes in his place. McKnight taking it up, dishes it out.
Yep. So we got a new player going to try to guard Davis Cochran.
It's going to be 23, Danny Brown.
Danny Brown, more of a wide body football type kind of. Going to try to push Cochran around, I think, in the post.
Well, we'll get to more than likely see what his inside game is, not just in the post, but a few feet out, see if he can hit that soft touch jumper.
Here comes a 1-3-1, Coach. 1-3-1 here.
Steppen to Brown. Brown's blocked from behind, and it's tipped in by Brentwood. Give Brown the 2, but tipped in by Brentwood. Pushes a lead by 1 here in a fast-paced, action-packed first quarter. Raptors 12, Ravens 11. Stay tuned. Shot missed. Brentwood cycles it around, looking to slow the pace. McKnight on the drive, no good. Brown looking for a rebound. Steppen dishes it up to 3. 3 for the Raptors. Braden White, and it is ruckus here. Two heavyweights trading blows. Another turnover by Brentwood. You got to think a timeout may be coming here soon if Raptors convert on this turnover possession.
Kind of a different feel for the Raptors. Up 3, going to slow things down.
Coach, and just like that, we're under a minute here in the first quarter.
Wow.
14-11. Raptors trying to maintain the momentum, perhaps trying to keep one last possession before we go into the second. .25 on the clock.
I mean, Sam Steffen would be the guy you want to go to. And Cochran's going to have to come out and guard him.
Definitely the hot hand of the first quarter. 14 points, 10 by Steppen. There's the drive. Out to Steppen at the 3, shoots, and
Oh!
it's good. He's shot the lights out, Coach. 17-11. Long shot for the Bruins, no good. Steppen absolutely on fire. 17-11. Bruins shocked to open up the first quarter. How about that?
Yeah, if you could say a recap, you'd have thought, hey, the Bruins go down early, go right inside the Cochran for 4 quick points, and then Sam Steffen says, hey, guys, step back, watch this. Davis Cochran's pretty good, but I'm going to have the game of my life tonight.
The scouts in attendance have just shifted focus to Steppen here as he lit it up. 13 of the 17 points in the first quarter. Coach, you got to wonder if that hot hand is going to stay on fire all night, because if it is, they're in trouble.
Yeah, the Bruins would be in trouble. What I would say is, can you maintain that? And that's going to be the big question going into the second quarter.
Well, and I would imagine they're going to have a man on him a little bit more closely as the game progresses.
And again, that's Cochran's guy. If they went one-on-one right, or man-to-man, and Cochran's not used to coming out on the perimeter guarding, so they may have to adjust right there. They, the Bruins went 2-3 zone early on and went man-to-man right there at the end, and Cochran just didn't get out there quite as fast to cover Sam Steffen.
When you're standing 6'10", you'd think those blocks on the outside would come a little bit easier. But Steppen shot it almost uncontested at the end of the first quarter. Brentwood's going to shoot a 3. In and out, no good. Foul on the rebound on Brentwood.
It's going to be Parker Emerson, I think.
Looking at Coach Hooper's blazer he's got on over there, Coach. I don't know what to make of it.
That's a Nate Oates, Alabama type. Wimp Henderson.
Yeah, I think he got Nick Saban when he wasn't looking.
Went to the lake house, picked it up out of the closet. Oh.
Offensive foul on the Raptors.
Again, when you play someone like Brentwood, it's every possession counts.
Brentwood looking to slow it down a little bit to set up their offense. Raptors applying immediate pressure. Ball goes around the perimeter, looking for an open shot, not there. Dish inside, Pete Brown says no sir, hits it back to the Brentwood player. 3 is up and 3 is good. Cuts the lead 2-3.
Luke Matthey.
Coach, the amount of pressure these teams are applying to each other, you got to think they're going to be exhausted by the time halftime rolls around, so that bench better be ready to come in and play. Already a lot of substitutions. Steppen not on the floor. Neither is Wismar. Raptors content with going with a smaller lineup here to combat Cochran, who's been relatively quiet after that quick first 4 points,
yeah.
Coach. Raptors inbound. Move it around the perimeter. Inside to Brown. Brown looks. Doesn't want to take Cochran on just yet. Backs him down, dishes out. I'm sure there's lots of second thoughts when you're thinking about going inside on the 6'10" Cochran.
You're absolutely right. Well, see, the score is going to be with Steffen out.
Well, that's Ravenwood. Ever since Steppen came out, trouble finding clean looks at the basket. Obvious foul right there. That almost looked like pass interference, had both his arms held down.
Yeah, Drew Parker did not feel the same way as the official right there on the jump ball.
Ball initially signaled to Brentwood, but it's actually Ravenwood's ball. Ball inbounded cleanly. I feel like Ravenwood's had the ball for about 2 minutes already on this one possession. Steal there by Brentwood, going length of the court. Great defensive play by the Raptors. Number 11, Brooks Brown, quickly down the court. What looked like a free 2 points there, Coach, quickly turns into an out of bounds. Ball will remain with the Bruins, however. Trying to dish it inside to Cochran again. Coach, the only thing they didn't come away with that time was Cochran's wallet. Quickly had hands all over him, preventing him from score, but you got fouls to give here. Wismar checks back in.
He's 6'6", right?
Wismar 6'6".
And he's not guarding Cochran, by the way.
Long three up and off the rim. Cochran on the rebound, battling with Brown. Again, Cochran looking to step inside. 2 defenders there. Goes back to the top. Luke Matthey dribbling now, slowing it down out to Gray McAdams inside to Cochran. Cochran having all he can handle with the bodies, but drops 2 in.
Just backed down and just bullied himself.
Closes the lead to 1. Raptors have not scored since Steppin's been off the court.
What does that tell you?
Another turnover by Raptors. Floor shifted now to the Bruins side. Cochran up top. Travel on Cochran. Turnover. Coach, he's looking kind of frustrated now. Steppin checks in for Brown.
Well, I just saw Cochran right there. Offensively, it looks like he's a little winded. And now you got Steffen, who's got a
fresh legs.
Fresh legs. So we'll see how that plays into a factor. Man to man.
Stepping outside. No look there. Shot is not up. Shot up. Off. Cochran uses all 6'10" height advantage there to get the rebound over Wismar. Brentwood quickly pushes it down court. Cochran at the top, guiding his offense. Lob pass to Cochran on the inside. Goes up strong and 2 more.
Yeah.
All over Steppen that time.
Just tough to stop.
Steppen alone at the 3. Shot is up.
Yeah.
No good.
Cooled off, it looks like. The adrenaline is worn off.
Bruins do have the lead by 1, 18-17. Rim's been closed for the Raptors, what feels like in this second period. They get the offensive foul turnover. Steppen's gonna dribble up, thinks better of it, dishes it back. White brings it up, dishes it out. White gets the ball back again, dishes it over to McCarter. Back to White. Brent looking to back down. Had Steppen backdoor, didn't see him. Again, the rim just saying no to Ravenwood here in this second quarter. Turnover to Wismar. Wismar gathers the ball, gets it to McCarter. McCarter's looking to push it up court.
Yeah, I was going to say, Cochran's out. He was getting a quick breather, and now he's immediately checked back in after that turnover. Question is, will Ravenwood go right to the heart of the defense, go to the post?
Travel call on the Raptors, so that's going to allow Brentwood to get their starters checked back in. As we get the first student section chant from Brentwood on the travel call. McKnight brings it up court. Brentwood working the perimeter, looking for some room. Tipped out of bounds by Ravenwood. Ball's dished. Pump
Nice
fake up.
play.
It's going to be 32. Jake West on the bucket. Bruins push their lead to 3. Steppen not happy about the out of bounds call. Felt like he was pushed. Definitely some contact. But regardless, Bruins will get possession. West looking to create some space, dishes it out. It's going to be an offensive call. Raptors here to inbound. White's going to take the ball up slow, waiting for his offense to get down court. Dishes over to McCarter. McCarter's doubled up, back to White. White over to Wismar. Wismar outside.
Bang.
Open look for the three. Good. That's Isaac. Brent hits the wide open 3, and that's going to bring us 20 each. Game tied. Cochran looking to drive the lane. Drops the floater, no good.
Yeah, when you draw so much attention like that, Jack West is going to be the beneficiary of all those triple and quadruple teams.
Yeah, Jake West stands 6'6", also a big guy down low. Bruins lead 2 here in the second, 22-20. Steppen immediately double team for a moment. Hits the turnaround fade, no good. That's a tough task to shoot that in the face of Cochran, giving up about 6 inches. Offensive call there.
That's a double dribble.
Made popular by the 1987 Nintendo hit. There's the Raptor student section coming alive. Chiding the offensive call there. White looking for space, hits Wismar on the outside. Wismar finds Steppen in the corner, back into Wismar. Wismar out. Open look for the 3, up and no good. Coach, you got to feel every time there's an open 3 look, there's a pretty strong chance it's going to go in. Cochran with the spin move, drives the lane. Contact on the ball. Pickpocketed. Cochran clearly upset. Ball turned back over.
They're going to let him play, it looks like, Doug.
A lot of contact here. That looked like a travel call on number 11, not called. Lots going on here. Hard to keep up with the fast pace. Cochran trying to get underneath.
And I think that was a makeup call for the last possession where Cochran just got mugged.
Yeah, Cochran got undressed and there was no call on there.
8.5, Doug. You got to think that they're going to try to throw it to the rim to Cochran right here.
Brown checks in. There's the pass to Cochran. Cochran on the inside, blocked by Brown. Doesn't matter because Cochran gets his own rebound.
Yeah, and that's going to be it.
And that's the half. Closer than you might think. Bruins up by 4 here as a visiting team against the Raptors. First half action in the books. Stay tuned for what's sure to be a charged second half. Doug Capella with Paul Breece on your WCTV Game of the Week. Stay tuned. Well, and here we are, just like that, back out of the locker rooms. Brentwood quick to take possession in the Cochran. Doug Capella with Paul Breece here. Second half action, WCTV Games of the Week. Played on a Thursday night special due to impending potential weather. Story of the night, Cochran versus Steppen really in the first half. Both responsible for most of their team's points. Steppen absolutely shot out of his mind. And coach, you got to think they're going to have to keep that up to stay in this one. In the second half, Wismar chimes in with an offensive rebound and 2 points. Ravenwood's lead cut to 2, but they're going to shoot 2. Number 3, Luke Matthey, going to the line. First shot up and in. Lead extended to 3. And second shot is good. So good on the trip to the line is Brentwood. Coach Cochran, first half, really I think was frustrated with how he played, but still dropped, I believe, in 8 or 10 points. But I think was looking really to take over, and that just didn't happen.
Well, he's going to be a presence whatever he does, and he's affected the game already. And Stephen, 25, who scored the majority of the Raptors' points in the first half, kind of cooled off late in the second. Let's see if they can get him back involved. Wismar right there scored the first basket, but here's our guy.
Well, Stephen really in the first quarter, as much as the first half, could do no wrong. Everything he shot was in, and then as the second, he had an extended time on the bench and then checked back in and kind of cooled off.
You almost think should have you kept him out there until he missed.
Raptors looking inside.
Yeah.
Nothing there with big Cochran. Well, and Cochran stands 6'10", but you also have big number 32, Jake West, 6'6". It's a pretty good imposing backcourt for a basketball team, especially at the high school level. Cochran backs Wismar down, looking for space, dishes it out to aforementioned Jake West, hits with the left hand, scoop to Cochran.
Wow.
Cochran gets the pass. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass.
I think it was a shot for sure.
Regardless, resulted in 2 to Cochran. I don't know if West will get credited with an assist or a missed shot. I'm not sure.
Maybe both.
Lead pushes to 6. I believe that's the biggest lead of the night for Brentwood. Steppen shot no good.
Well, the situation here is the Raptors, if they miss the shot, they're going to need more than one possession offensively, because if they're one and done, Brentwood just gets the rebound, they can go right into Cochran.
Cochran from free range.
Yeah.
Drains the shot.
That's dangerous right there if he gets open like that.
Brentwood had their whole defense flow, left a man open, and that's McCarter, drops 2 in.
You got to wonder why Brentwood tried to press right there, because it takes Cochran away from the rim defensively, and that's how the Raptors kind of got an easy bucket right there.
Lead to 7. Cochran inside, backs Wismar down, draws the foul. So we're going to get a chance to see Cochran and his free throw skills here at the line to shoot 2. Cochran drops his first one like he's been there before. Good soft touch on the free throw. Brown checks in for the Raptors, as does number 10, Beckett Williams. Cochran's second one goes in, albeit hit the rim a few times. Brentwood again pressing. There you go, causes the turnover.
Nope.
Ill-advised shot there. Number 4, Hudson McKnight, tried to hit the turnaround jumper, no good. Raptors get it past half court. High pressure defense by the Bruins. Good dish there. Number 10, Beckett Williams, sophomore guard.
That was a good play right there for the Raptors.
Lead down to 7. Brown on Cochran and Steppen double team. Quickly dishes it out.
Gray McAdams, I think, got
he
fouled.
Drove the lane there, picked up the foul. Wasn't sure who that was on. I think they got Wismar on the foul. First shot, no good. Coach, as competitive as this game has been, you got to think that they're going to need a lot, similar to what Steppen did in the first quarter. Somebody's got to step up and just play the game of their life, because the Bruins have got to be the heavily favored squad in tonight's match. And their leads back up to 8, and we kind of talked about it during the halftime break. We felt like the Bruins could potentially pull away in the second half, and it seems to be slowly what they're doing. They commit the foul there on Williams.
Purefoy fouls right there. Again, not much to bring the student section for the Raptors back in it in the second half. Been kind of quiet. They're going to need to make a little noise right here. Once was a, 17, 18, 11 lead?
Well,
for the Raptors?
The Bruins have outscored them here in the second period, 10-4.
So a timeout by Coach for the Raptors, and
so 3:06 here left to go in the third. Much quieter third quarter here than the first half action we saw, where they were just trading blows, and Brentwood jumped out to a quick 7-point lead.
You know, the Raptors last year under Coach Patrick Whitlock were 10-18, and so Chris Hooper going to take over, and you know, he was a longtime assistant with Coach Whitlock, so he knows the kids, knows trying to build his system here. But anytime you know, it's like playing in the ACC, SEC. It's always going to be tough. No easy games.
You know, and I think we could have said the same thing over the last probably 10 years, is every pocket and community in Williamson County has grown by leaps and bounds. You'd look at Nolensville, for example. I mean, several hundred homes being built, and so you just never know who's going to come in. And
on the daily.
The talent that's going to come walk through your door each day. And so, like you said, the competition is always just so great in these games, and 5-star recruits walking in every year. Game is slowed to a kind of a quiet null here.
Yeah, they need this to go in.
Shot does not go in, but Brown actually out-rebounds Cochran.
Muscles him out of the way.
2. That's hustle points right there, Coach. 2 points for Brown as he out-rebounds, giving up about 6 inches on Cochran or more.
I think Cochran's going to give him a little taste of.
Looking for the payback. Brown commits the foul. Bruin lead cut to 6.
Brentwood needs a person to throw the ball in.
Well, they got that part figured out now. Ball's in. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow, Ravenwood. They have a chance here, Coach, to cut the lead to 1 possession. Stepping back on the bench, so it won't be him if anybody does it. Williams looking to bring the ball up. Out to White. White back to Williams. Williams looks, dishes it outside, shots up. Airballs the 3, does Brooks Brown. Brentwood quickly moves it back up court.
Getting pressured.
Brentwood moving the ball around on the pump fake. Shots missed. Cochran on the tip in. We'll call it a dunk.
You got to wonder if the ball was still on the cylinder.
Well, no sense in wondering because plays continue.
Plays over, yeah. No replays here in high school.
Brentwood, all kinds of full court pressure on the Raptors. No let up. Now it's an interesting, I think, younger group that the Raptors had on the floor, resting both Wismar and Steppen. They're 2 bigger men.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah. See what Coach Hooper has up his sleeve here as he sits down and goes to the chalkboard. Or I guess we'll call it the marker board, clipboard. What would you call that, Coach?
Yeah, definitely a marker board. Oh, me.
So 1:11 left here in the period. Raptors down by 8. Think they're missing their 3-point guy, Nava. But 8 points can disappear in a hurry, especially if you get a hot hand out there. So we'll see how the Raptors respond. They have a possession, so they could close it to a 2-possession lead here. And watching, the Raptors have deployed multiple fronts on Cochran, from Brown to Wismar to Steppen, all giving up about 6 to 7 inches at least. But all thicker bodied players. Brown still out there. Wismar and Steppen still on the bench. Raptors working the perimeter. Inside to Brown. Brown mishandles it. Ball's going to go off Brown. Bruins will get possession.
Just like that on cue.
So here comes Steppen back in. Wismar still on the bench. Cochran inbounds. Makes his way down court. Ravenwood playing a man front against this Bruin offense. Right now, Brown has the unenviable task of blocking Cochran, who gets the ball down low, swings it outside. Brown on the block, clean. Steppen can't handle the pass in transition. Ball goes out of bounds.
You make
Good
a
block
great
on Brown.
Yeah, you make a great play defensively like that, and you quickly turn it right back over. And Brentwood's going to get possession. 18 seconds left in the quarter. You feel like the Bruins are going to go for 1 right here.
Well, and I think the Raptors felt they had to rush down court to take a shot, but they really had
plenty of time.
About 25 seconds to take their time and get a score. Brentwood for the 3, in and out. Clangs.
2, 1.
Not going to get a shot off, and so we're going to go into the fourth quarter. 28-36. Bruins on top. holding tight to that 8-point lead.
Not a lot of scoring, Doug, that quarter, right?
Not a lot of scoring, no, not at all. As a matter of fact, I think the Raptors only scored 6 points in the third period.
Was it 28-22 at halftime?
I don't remember what I had for breakfast today, Coach.
Well, if you had breakfast, you had more than me.
Actually, I do remember.
Oh,
eggs
breakfast
over
or the
easy
score?
on sourdough bread.
Oh.
Sourdough toast.
Made by who?
That made by yours truly.
You know, good job. I wish I could get up in time to do all that stuff.
Well, I got a black lab puppy that likes to start barking about 15 minutes before my alarm, and so she likes breakfast too. Well, let's see what kind of energy Ravenwood comes out with. They're going to need to channel that first quarter energy if they have any hope in slowing down the Bruins.
They had 18 after the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, that's correct.
They've scored 10 in 2 quarters. And you question whether Stephen could keep that momentum. And it's all, I've seen many a times, basketball players just cool off immediately.
Well, but all that to say, the Bruins haven't exactly gone lights out
they
either.
have not either.
I mean, this is a relatively low-scoring game for two schools that can potentially put some points on the board. 28-36 going into the fourth quarter.
Well, here's the problem. You play these teams that you're so familiar with. All right, that's 3 times. And it's going to be 4. Oh, almost. You know, you had to give it a shot. This is a guy that can shoot it.
Brentwood for the 3. Cochran, easy tip in. You know, and it looks like based off of the first 30 seconds there that they're going to really feed Cochran in this fourth quarter. I think he had about 7 offensive rebounds on that possession before.
Yeah, I think you're right.
The shot went in.
Again, these teams play each other. They know each other. They've scouted each other. I mean, this isn't a game where you just walk in and play. I mean,
turnover there by the Bruins.
Turnover by the Raptors.
Not sure where he was looking with that pass on the turnover.
Now here we go, a timeout. Coach Hooper's going to call it.
Yep.
Stop the bleeding quickly.
Bruins push a 12-point lead there, and just sloppy play by the Raptors. Coach, there was a pass there. I had no idea where it was even going. But where it ended up was in the hands of 100%. A Bruins basketball player. So 6:55 here left to go in your WCTV game of the week. Raptors 28, Bruins 40. And the score is going in the opposite direction that the home Raptors would like, as our lead has gone from 6 to 12 in a matter of about a minute and 5 seconds. They're throwing shirts, Coach, if you want to try to get your hand up.
Whoa! Is the cheerleader got an arm to get it up this far?
There you go.
Well, that's not a bad throw.
No. Not looking in your direction, though.
Uh-oh.
Fresh out.
Yeah, fresh out of the target bag.
If they're hot dogs, I may put my hand up. Ravenwood looking for an opportunity to clean things up a little bit here. Inbounds pass. Bruins still.
Yeah, they're still in the pressing. Yeah.
Steppen brings the ball up, dishes out. Raptors looking to set up. Down inside to Steppen. Steppen turns the ball over.
Yeah, Gray McAdams just.
Bad foul there on Steppen coming up court, too. McKnight's going to take the ball in, steady, no rush. Back to McKnight, McKnight out to Cochran.
I mean, a 12-point lead, and the Raptors have only scored 10 points in two quarters of play. You got to feel pretty good about your chances. And you have a 6'10" kid that can
score almost at will, it seems.
And
Bruins.
That's going to be a problem.
Just hit a 3. Lead now 15.
This is slowly getting away from the Raptors.
Well, and the ship started sinking when Steppen cooled off.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 13 points in about 2 minutes.
Let's see if he gets back on. No.
Rim is not the friend of the Raptors.
He may not have had a basket since the first quarter.
And now Brentwood really can kind of choose their poison because they can slow it down. They don't have to rush, and they can wait to get it to the open man and shoot.
Wismer going to go out there and put some pressure on Cochran. That doesn't look good. Yeah.
Cochran unhappy with some of the offensive movement there, looking like he was correcting some of his players. Maybe wanted a screen set there.
Yeah, I think he wanted it to go the other way.
Bruins retain possession. They'll look to inbound here. Ball's inbounded.
Wow, that was quick.
That was too easy going to number 23. McAdams gets a quick 2. Lead now 17.
Not sure what the final score is going to be, but it seems a lot closer than what it is. Unless it becomes a 30-point game, then we may have a.
Well, you know, you have the old saying, the cream always rises to the top. And so if you were to ask me before the game what I thought the score might be going into the fourth quarter, I'd probably say, oh, they're probably going to be up by 15. And so here they're up by 17, but how they got here is not representative of how the first, let's call it 2.5 quarters, played out anyway. Inside to Brown. Brown backs him down, drops 2. That's their first bucket, Coach, in what feels like forever. 4 business days. Yeah. 45-30 is your new score. Bruins still up by 15, moving the ball around. And I think the word that comes to mind, Coach, in the fourth quarter is that really it's looked effortless for the Bruins to score here.
Oh, my.
Cochran got fouled by what looked like the entire Raptor defense. Yeah. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2 after he checks his mouth and his nose.
Yeah.
Cochran will shoot 2. Hit his first 2.
So his nose is bleeding.
It looks like he's. Well, I wasn't exaggerating when I said he got fouled by the entire team. Nose is bleeding. Will stop play. Doesn't look serious, but does require the attention of the trainer. Called in the action from the halls of the locker room here, running out to provide treatment to Cochran.
Cochran may have to squat down a little bit. Trainer to look at it.
He, well, she'll get a good look up his nose from her vantage point.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
is for sure.
She looked up and said, yeah, it's bleeding. Well, Doug, I got to tell you, man, I'd love to hear Carol Birdsong one more time.
Right off into the sunset, Carol. You can do it. Give us.
I mean, you got to think after the way this thing started, what, Monday or Tuesday at about 22 inches, and you were like, there's no way we're ever going back to school.
There's no
March. And now there's a possibility, but it's going to be really cold. I just checked the temperatures on Thursday and Friday. I mean, we're talking like -3. low.
The one thing that's shifted is the snow to ice, but the one thing that has gotten far worse is the temperature.
Yeah.
It's gotten colder and colder, and there's no better meteorologist than a teacher wife who started checking the forecast in November.
Farmer's Almanac would have already told you that this is what was going to happen.
Tara's Almanac, she started checking it on Monday.
Yeah.
When there was like a 7% chance of snow. And then it got worse every day.
You just got to wonder about the Apple Weather app. I mean, where is that coming from? And why do so many people trust it?
Steve Jobs smiling down from above, giving us the storm we all want.
Man, I do not need, Wow, that's a great take. 2
points off the turnover there. Up by 19, still heavy pressure by the Bruins on this Raptor offense.
Oh, it's a good play.
Breaks the pressure there, drops 2, does Drew Parker. Inside to Cochran. Cochran dishes it outside.
Oh, my. McAdams just kind of lays it up there.
Thought Cochran was going to help him out on the shot. The follow-up did not go. Easy turnover for the Raptors. But the Raptors have been absolutely, I don't know, the Bruin defense has been relentless all over these players. No free spaces there.
No.
Brown's challenging Cochran.
Yeah, there's
Cochran
no way
blocks it.
That Brown felt like he was going to win that battle right there.
Maybe hoping to draw a foul. But what he drew was a missed shot because Cochran got a piece of it, and now it's the Bruins' ball.
Cochran may be 6'10", but his wingspan is just a little further than that.
Cochran backs Brown down, draws the foul, but not the and one. Brown's out there fighting for his life, Coach.
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's going to be interesting when I get home tonight. Normally, I usually try to catch up on programs, thinking it's going to be Saturday tomorrow. I'm going to have to readjust my mental game here.
Circadian rhythm is going to have to.
Yeah, when I get home, I'm going to have to get ready to shut it down. And
you have to take a shower tonight, Coach.
No, showers in the morning. That's the only. It's like my cup of coffee. It's the only way I can get up in the morning.
So Brown, you know, when I say he's fighting for his life, stands in at 6'2", giving up 8 inches to Cochran, but probably not giving up much in the way of weight.
No, he's a good size young man.
Turnover there on the Raptors. The lead now 18. 50 for the Bruins, 32 for the Raptors.
We're just going to wind this out, I think.
Inside the Cochran. And there's your first dunk of the night.
Yeah, and you got to think Coach Crane is he going to leave Cochran in the game? I mean, he does have a bloody nose.
That dunk brought to you by the concession stand popcorn. Raptors put it up. Brown in there.
Yeah, he
gets the rebound.
Didn't even look to try to go back up.
Floater dropped. Cochran swung big but missed. Rebound still brought in by the Bruins. Lead now 20.
Well, this is kind of the victory formation right here. And they extended that defense. They're going to see if they can get Cochran another easy bucket.
Oh, was his line on or foot on the line there? Looked like it may have been.
Yeah, Purefoy, probably the best hair on the team.
Words never said about me in my life.
No. Never got that in the accolades, huh?
No.
So not the greatest. Oh, hold on. Whoa, I was just.
3 up and was airballed. Brown cleanly handled the missed shot. Ravenwood puts it back out up top, trying to set something up. 30 seconds left. Cochran almost on the steal. Brown recovers. It is just mishandled ball after ball here.
Coach Hooper.
16 seconds left to go.
Coach Hooper and Coach Crane just got to be wanting to try to get this thing going. You know, I was trying to say is, you know, atypical Battle of the Woods crowd. I mean, I guess the Thursday thing has kind of thrown everybody off. Plenty of seats available. This, if you had played on Friday, this thing would have been packed.
That's right. Everybody's at Kroger right now buying up all the groceries.
I don't want to.
Beckett Williams on the line, misses his first. This game's a wrap, though, in the books. Bruins 52, Raptors 32. 13 seconds left to go. Williams will shoot his second. Hits his second. That's going to draw the lead to 19. Lead pushes back to 21 with the floater by the Bruins. Shot up, no good. Bruins will take the second of the doubleheader. Brentwood squads come away 2-0 on the night. Girls win the first game. Boys second with a score of 54-33. Doug Capella here signing off with Paul Breece. Guys, stay safe out there. Carol, we'd love to hear your sweet voice one more time.